It's Murphy's Law that I always end up buying something right when something else is announced. So, rumor has it that there was a Neo 2 coming out. As you can see, I have a DJI Neo here. And of course, Insta360 just kind of announced a partner brand, sub brand, the Anti Gravity, which actually sounds kind of like a drone that I'm super interested in. But of course, with all those coming out, I spent my money and bought the DJI Neo. Yeah. Anyways, still should be fun. This is just an unboxing video to see what comes, and this is the Motion Fly More combo. So as you can see, it's going to have the goggles, it's going to have the drone, and it's going to have the motion controller. So I have been really interested in kind of sort of trying to learn FPV stuff. So I thought this would be a great, fairly inexpensive way to get into it, to try it. So anyways, this is it. Now you've probably seen a ton of these videos out there, or maybe you haven't. But you know what? Um, you're gonna see another one if you stick around, right? You're gonna see another one. Anyways, this has a little. Oh yeah, that's nice. That's kind of nice. Anyways, this is the box, right? You got your DJI Neo. It's got some information on there. It's only like 135 grams, so you gotta love that for size. Now I have a DJI Mini 3, and I have to say, I'm very pleased with it. You want to scan this, you could download the Fly app. But yeah, there it is, right? That's it. That's tiny. We'll look at that in a minute. Um, what else do you get inside here? Well, you're gonna get the goggles, which again, I'm pretty excited to try. I guess you have to take this out in a certain order. Anyways, this is some extra stuff. So we get the motion controller. We get an extra set of little props, right? Little props there because good chance. This is way smaller than I expected this to be. That's the motion controller. It's tiny. I expected that to be way bigger. We get some stickers, and it looks like possibly the manual. Cool. We get charging cable, USB-C to USB-C. We get screwdriver for being able to do all your prop installs and stuff like that. And that sounds like it. We get a charging bank with, of course, some extra batteries. Yes, yeah. So you get like two little batteries, a little charging bank. That's nice. That's where your USB-C is going to go in to keep those batteries. And as you can see, the batteries are tiny. Yeah, nice and small, which is also very cool. So what I'm going to do, of course, I am going to plug that in, get those charged, and we are going to do a future video, of course, where I actually take that out and give that a try. Last but not least, probably the funnest part is the actual drone. No, that's not right. The goggles. So there they be. I have like a MetaQuest. So are these going to be similar? Maybe, maybe not. How does that even work? These go on like this. Now I'm going to be like, anybody watches Potato Jet? Yep, that's going to be me now. Oh, they definitely seal good. Like, unlike the Oculus, there's always like a light leak in here, or the MetaQuest. There's always like a light leak. There is none of that in here for sure. And that's comfy. I probably would loosen it a little bit, just a little bit, but that's exciting. My head is out of control, for my head. And then you get this. Now you can, if you don't want like all that extra stuff in there, you can just buy the actual Neo. It's not expensive, right? If you want to get into a little selfie drone, I think they're like $200 US, something like that. Come on, that's tiny. Yes, where am I? Somewhere down here. There it is, tiny. It's just a single axis gimbal. Nice guards. Does it have a battery in it as well? Yeah, so you end up with 3 batteries with the Fly More kit. That's excellent. Excellent. I got a whole bunch of stickers that I have to take off. But that's really nice, because if you're like me and you're someone that, travels on a motorcycle, I don't have a lot of space, right? Or I travel in the slingshot. Space becomes a little bit of an issue. Anyways, that's it. I wonder, do I have my So just so you guys can see a comparison, right? The mini, not so mini, really, in comparison. Yes. So that's the mini right there. So if you actually fold this out, that's the mini 3. You know, mini 3 I thought was tiny, but if you look at, the mini 3, and that's the Neo. So definitely smaller. Now they're more comparable, of course, when this is, completely folded up, right? Then I would say, you know, yeah, they're comparable in size. My guess is if you want more of that cinematic shots, that I kind of use in some of my travel videos, mini's probably going to be better just because it has the 3-axis gimbal. But if you want something that's just fun and entertaining and be able to get those selfie drone shots, then this is cool. Plus, if you want to start learning more about FPV stuff, this is cool. But yeah, I wanted to show you the controller. It looks fairly hefty in like all the ads and stuff that I don't have huge hands. Like it's not big at all, right? I honestly expected it to be bigger, but I guess this allows all the buttons to be easily accessible for when you're flying. And this, of course, has its own USB-C charger, and it has a little wrist strap for those that want that, which you probably should because you'd be flying and off it goes. And now what? Now what? Anyways, you can pick these up. Now, the DJI stuff I found in the last little while, has increased in price. So watch for a sale maybe. But if the Neo 2 comes out, maybe a good time to pick up the Neo, because I bought my Mini 3 when the 4s were out, and I got it again during like an Amazon Prime Day for a fantastic price. Zero complaints, and it has served me very well. Anyways, this is the Neo, kind of a first look unboxing of it in good old 2025. You will see some video coming out on the channel in regards to this for sure. But and I'll be completely honest, I am very much excited about seeing the new Insta360 anti-gravity brand that's out with their new, looks like 360 drone, supposedly under 249 grams, so direct competition for the Mini. But it could also be direct competition for this because of the fact that with a 360 cam, this is my thought, right? For a drone like this, to get those diving shots, you need to be able to dive the drone, right? Right? But with a 360 camera, you could literally just fly it and lower it, just have it lower elevation, and in post afterwards, just reframe so it's down. So as you're coming down, you can reframe down and keep it coming down and frame back up. You don't even have to be concerned really about with what you're capturing because you're capturing everything, which means you can frame it later and see what you want. That's the one I'm most excited about this season. So stay tuned. We'll have more news and information on that drone, as well as we'll be taking this little fella out to try it out. All right, guys, that's it for me. Like, comment, share, subscribe, hit the little notification bell. I will have links to Amazon if you want to pick one of these up, and I will see you guys later.